My name is Antwan Williams, and I serve as the Manager of Communications and Community Outreach for the UTA School of Social Work. I'm also an adjunct instructor, and I also serve as the military liaison for military veteran students as a retired Army Lieutenant Colonel. Today I want to talk to you about our past, present, and future of the School of Social Work, its history, and the things that we're doing moving forward. The UTA School of Social Work was founded through community advocacy. Starting in the 1950s and into the 1960s, there was a groundswell of support and lobbying to create the School of Social Work here in the North Texas, Dallas-Fort Worth area. Community organizations such as the Community Council of Greater Dallas, the Dallas Council of Jewish Women, the Women's Council of Dallas County, and the Junior League were all involved in the lobbying process as early as 1956 to establish a graduate School of Social Work program here in the area. Within a few years, Tarrant County Community Council, the Rotary Club, Dallas County, the Child Welfare Agency, Mental Health Association, and the Baylor University all were part of and involved in supporting the establishment of the School of Social Work. In the late 1950s and as early as the 1960s, under the leadership of the Executive Director, Roy Dulock, and with the help of staff members, the Community Council of Greater Dallas conducted community surveys to assess the needs for a School of Social Work in the North Texas area. According to social work professor emeritus James Callicutt, who published a history book in 2008 about the School of Social Work in the first 40 years, the Community Council of Greater Dallas collected research and rankings and information, and they found that there were low enrollment numbers or low numbers for social workers per 100,000 residents. At the time, there were only 2 social work schools in the state, and neither were in North Texas. A large-scale social program under the rubric of President Lyndon Johnson's Great Society and its war on poverty in the 1960s drove the demand for trained social workers. Callicutt wrote in his book commemorating the 40 years of advancing social work education that the Dallas and Fort Worth area in 1967 had 550 recognized social work positions with only 130 filled. According to Callicutt, who was one of the founding members and served as a faculty member here and also served as interim dean twice, the Community Council of Greater Dallas led the charge and worked to involve community leaders and organizations to lobby elected officials and state legislators to appropriate funds to establish our school. A flurry of political activity with representatives from principally by Joe Daly of the Dallas Morning News, Bert Holmes of the Dallas Times Herald, they produced a campaign to educate legislators on the shortage of social workers and the need for funds for the establishment of a school. As a result, our school, through community effort, was passed, and legislation passed in May of 1967, and the Texas legislature appropriated funds to establish a graduate school here in social work in Arlington. In the fall of 1968, 26 students enrolled in the first Master of Science in Social Work program here at UTA. They were greeted by 8 full-time faculty, including the director who would later become the founding dean, Dr. Fernando Torgerson. Dean Torgerson, a retired U.S. Army Lieutenant Colonel with extensive experience in military veteran social work, focused the first 2 years on hiring faculty, recruiting students, fundraising, and most importantly, ensuring the accreditation of the school. Faculty and staff spent the first 2 years with offices on the 6th floor of the UTA Central Library and in the Science Building. Classes were initially held in Trimble Hall and the Central Library. Again, community organizations played a significant role in supporting the early days of the school. The Women's Council of Greater Dallas, Hope Cottage, and the Dallas Council of Jewish Women each provided funds for scholarships and to purchase reference books. In addition, these organizations and other social service agencies donated bookcases as well as surplus books and periodicals. In 1969, UTA bought the 3 buildings the School of Social Work currently occupies here at the corner of Cooper and Abrams Streets through a federal grant for nearly $1.4 million. The buildings were renovated using part of the federal grant funds, and later in 1969, faculty and staff moved into the new complex. But for a brief period from 1983 to 1985, when the buildings were closed for extensive renovations, the School of Social Work resides here in the same complex. In June 1970, when the school graduated its first class, it also received the accreditation from the Council of Social Work Education. It was a remarkable feat for Dean Torgerson, faculty, and UTA leadership to not only get the social work program started, but in 2 years they successfully enrolled and graduated students while simultaneously earning accreditation. Founding Dean Torgerson served until 1977. He was followed by Paul Glaser, who served as dean from 1978 to 1988. Other deans include Roosevelt Wright Jr., who served from 1988 to 1992, Dorcas Bowles from 1993 to 1996, Santos Hernandez from 1998 to 2008, and in addition to James Cullicutt, John McNeil, Richard Cole, and Philip Popple served as interim deans. Although the School of Social Work started only as a graduate program for the MSW, today the school includes the Bachelor of Social Work and the PhD in Social Work, with plans to further expand its academic programs. The BSW program started in 1979 in what was then the Department of Sociology, Anthropology, and Social Work. In 1982, the university created an interdisciplinary doctoral degree in administration, which included elements of social work, business administration, urban studies, and public affairs. Later, this degree would become what is now the PhD in social work. In 1991, UTA transferred the BSW and the PhD programs to the School of Social Work. Dr. Scott Ryan, the current dean, has served since 2009, and he's on track to be the longest-serving dean in the school's history. Since the 1990s, the school's enrollment grew at a moderate pace, but under Dean Ryan's leadership, the school has more than doubled in students, faculty, and support staff. The BSW program has nearly 800 students, and the MSW program has approximately 1,500 students. Both the MSW and the BSW programs not only offer classes here in Arlington, but also at UTA Fort Worth with cohort options. Both the BSW and the MSW program offer classes online. Also, the PhD program has approximately 35 students. Today, the UTA School of Social Work is one of the largest schools of social work in the country. Even with a large student enrollment, the School of Social Work is still able to keep our class sizes and student-to-teacher ratio among some of the best in social work programs across the country. We have more than 50 full-time faculty with years of research, scholarship, evidence-based practice, and clinical practice experience. In addition, we have lecturers and other instructors teaching with years of clinical, social work, and practical experience. The students and faculty here at the School of Social Work are supported by more than 55 full-time staff, including 12 academic and field advisors, all with MSW degrees. The School of Social Work for decades has ranked among the best in the nation. Some of those rankings include Best Online Masters of Social Work Degree, Best Value, Affordability, and Low Debt upon Graduation in Texas, Best in Texas and number 5 in the nation for veteran friendliness, Best School for Social Work Majors in Texas. Our PhD in Social Work program is ranked 25th in the country, making us the highest ranked in Texas by bestmswprograms.com. You can find our graduates of programs represented in almost every social and government agency in the state. Many of the school's graduates are deans, chairs, and directors and department chairs of social work programs throughout the state and the country. More than 10% of our students are military veterans or immediate family members of military veterans. The school's academic programs are structured and offered to meet demands of the community and the growing social work career field, which is expected to grow by 16% in the next few years. Meeting that future demand includes offering 5 specialties at the MSW level: direct practice in aging, direct practice with children and families, direct practice in health, direct practice in mental health and substance abuse, and our macro concentration of community administrative practice. Offering through our undergraduate program, we offer 3 minors: diversity studies or diversity certificate, substance use treatment, and the social welfare and social justice minor. In addition, the school has plans to expand the academic programs both in the undergraduate and graduate levels. We have 10,000 plus alumni, with many of them still residing in the North Texas area, leading organizations, agencies, and making a difference every day in our communities. Finally, we have faculty who have earned the top awards and honors in the social work field. They are leaders in research and teaching and excellence, with expertise in areas ranging from gerontology, mental health, substance abuse, intimate partner violence, PTSD, LGBTQ, diversity, healthcare, child welfare adoptions, military veteran care, women and gender issues, disaster response, and much more. All of the academic programs, rankings, faculty, and student achievements show the UTA School of Social Work is headed for greatness.